Hello, Olga. This is Al Mendoza. How you doing? Hey, my guys were really busy, and for the past few weeks, and they haven't been able to. They've been really behind their work. Very rookie. You get the B team. I'm going to do a very rookie video to help your guys set this up. This is the precision control, very similar to the one that you have. It consists of a couple different things. This is the what we call the probe cell. The water goes in, goes by the two sensors, and goes back to the pool. You have a paddle wheel flow sensor here, which spins, and if you were to shut this valve off, there's no new water entering into the probe cell, so the probes would be reading erroneously. So we have it set up that if you were to shut these two valves, or if the pump shuts off and this quits spinning, then you will get a no flow sensor, very similar to what you'll have here, chlorine lockout, and it should say no flow. So the way it starts is you have the water flow in and out, as we discussed, inside one outside the other. You take the two sensors, and you screw them in. What you do is you normally put two wraps of tape, you shake them down, and put them in position. And the blue one goes into the blue port right there, and the white one, or the gray one, is for pH, goes into the gray port there. Now these sensors will take a while to get used to the water, and so the way the system works is when the water passes by here, it reads the pH and it reads the kill power of the chlorine, which is in millivolts from 0 to 1,000. The pH is displayed on the light there in the reading, and the ORP is displayed on the reading as well. I'll wait till that comes up in a second. So when the set point is below where you want it to be, it feeds, and when the set point is above where it wants it to be, it shuts off. You have very simple to program. What the first thing you're going to do is let the probes wet in for a couple of days, or a couple of hours, excuse me, and then you're going to come in here, you're going to take a pH test with your test kit, you're going to press the calibrate button once and hold it, and then it's going to tell you calibrate pH, and you use the up and the down arrow so it matches your test kit. As soon as it matches the test kit, you press the calibrate button again, and then that's it. There's no such thing as calibrating ORP, because it's like saying it's too hot outside, just go adjust the relative humidity of the temperature. It is what it is. So the number one job is you take it and you let the probes wet in, like we said. You will have mounted this to the wall, just like your normal system, and you're going to take water coming in from the flow from your sample stream. It should be filtered, but unheated water comes in through there, and normally we loop this back around and take it either to the surge tank or to the suction side of the pump. You'll see there's a check valve here, and that only allows the water to go one direction. So this is set up exactly the way you want. So going back, once you set this up and let the probes wet in, this reading on the cell here should be at least 5 or 6 or 7. And the probes wet in, you'll notice that they'll start reading a little higher. The ORP will start low and they'll start reading higher and higher. And once it's like, wait about an hour, I would match the pH to the test kit first, like I mentioned. And then the second thing you would do is just set the set point press the set point button. And right now we have a 7.5 and a 750 set point. If we probably want to go down to a 7.3 on your pool. You go down to 7.3 and press the set point button again. Now your new set point is 7.3. In 750, what I'd like to do is start that at about 700. So you hit the down arrow and go to 700. And once you hit 700, went too far. Once you hit 700, then you press the set point button again, and it locks in that reading. Now the ORP that you want to maintain in your pool will change from pool to pool, and we like to start at 700. And what you want to do is maintain an ORP. That's the kill power of the chlorine, and you want to maintain an ORP that'll hold about a 2 part per million of the pool. So if 700 does not give you 2 parts per million, then using the set point adjust the set point up and down until it's giving you, you know, I would go up by 10 or go down by 10, and then until you, let's say it's only giving you a 0.6 chlorine, I'd go up to 710, and once you get to 710, you hit the set point button, and then there you go. So you're only going to have to do that for a few days until everything balances out, and then the set point will stay the same for years and years and years, more than likely. On a daily basis, your guys come in here, they open this petcock, and they take a test kit reading for a sample out of there, and close it back up again, and then they just want to see that the general reading is similar to the general readings there. You pay attention also to these alarms, because, for example, the no flow alarm is obvious because we're not turning anything, but the low ORP alarm is obvious because we have a set point and the ORP without any water running through it is 536. Low pH alarm is obvious because we don't have any water running through it, and it's showing you a 4.6 pH, which is a lot less than a 7.5 that we want to hold. And then a couple of important things, which Mike will go over when he's there, is that if the pH is too high, chlorine is not worth as much as it used to be. So if it's above 7.8, you can get a condition where this controller will continue to pump in chlorine and then cause an unsafe condition in the pool. So we have it set up so if it goes above 7.8, it locks it out. And the reason it locks it out on both low pH and it locks it out on high pH. And the reason is because the chlorine values have changed with the ORP. So once that's more advanced, but if you ever see a lockout, you know that what you have to do is correct the condition, and it'll tell you what the conditions are here. So that's in a nutshell. I figure the toughest part for you guys is to make sure that this line is about the same size as what you had before, and that you tie it in on the pressure side coming in through the left, and then take this back either to the open tank or into the suction side of the pump. And if you can get that done and run water through it, once you're confident that the probes are settled in, you plug the pH feed system into the gray, which corresponds with the gray pH probe, and you plug the pulsar solenoid into the blue, which corresponds with the blue ORP probe. So that's it in a nutshell. Call me at 561-718-5893, and I will help you through. Sorry about the amateurish video, but you got stuck with me. Thanks. Bye.